What are your thoughts on Lyoto Machida? I know you come from a karate background as well. What are your thoughts on him?
You know, he's very good at what he does. And they asked me a question yesterday. You think he can be beat? I said everybody can be beat, of course, you know. And but the style he fights, you got to counter his counter, and that's the way to beat him. Like, you got to fake an attack, he'll counter on that attack, and you have to counter that counter. And you know, that's stuff like that. I really enjoy working on it. As you can see, because his karate stance, he leans a little bit on his back leg. There's more weight on his back leg than on his front, which makes it very difficult for him to move backwards. He can do it once, like pushing up on his front leg, but then the second moment is going to be difficult. That's why if you see a fighter going in the attack, he pushes through, he starts even walking backwards and circling to the side. Or the other good thing that he does is he doesn't go straight back. He turns away from the straight lines, which is a very good thing.
Yeah.
But that, you know, you can see he has a karate background because in karate there's no punches to the head. So what he does now, he leans back, so he's kind of out of the reach of the punches to the head, and I think that could be his only downfall. Like if you look at the fight and see, if you would give him a left straight, a hard left straight, even if it's in the air, and a right inside low kick, that could be a very good weapon already.
Yeah.
Just that punch and a right low kick, you can see you can land it a lot of times. And I think if you can hurt him with that, or he start noticing it, he has to start changing his game plan. And if he doesn't have a backup plan, then he's going to be in trouble. That's your best shot, I think.
Yeah. And
it's a lot. It's a lot to work on too, you know.
Yeah,
and it's easy to talk about it, but you know, it's a whole different ballgame to actually do it.
Oh, definitely.
And now I can say, oh, this is it, but you know, then try to pull it off.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know if it's going to work, but that's just what I think.
Yeah. I hate to do this because you're one of my favorite MMA icons, but I think he does WKF karate, not Kyokushin, and you can punch to the head. It's just very light contact because I do that myself. So
there is what was it yet? You dropped away.
I believe he does WKF karate, or he does point sparring, and there are head punches. It's just that it's light to no contact, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what they also forget to mention is he's got a background in karate, but they also forget to mention that he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and obviously he trained for the last years. He trained mixed martial arts, so it's great that he has that, and he's great with the kicks. But also what you can see, he's leaning on his back leg, he stands in one line, so the front leg has no power whatsoever, or not, it has a little bit of power. You don't need to be worried of that leg.
Yeah.
He uses pretty much every combination. He starts with a left high kick. There's a left high kick, and from there he works in. Sometimes when he kicks with the right, then it's just to set up that left high kick again. And because of that stance, you know, then, yeah, that's the karate stance. But that, I don't know if that's going to really work in his favor once people start knowing what to do. Look at Mirko Krokop. His biggest weapon was the left high kick. And this is, again, Lyoto Machida also attacks a lot with the left high kick. Circling to the left and throwing right straights just out of the blue. They don't even need to connect when you throw right straights, because you just have to give him the illusion that if you throw every 5 or 6 seconds a right straight, you got to watch out for the counter, of course.
Yeah.
He's going to be afraid to throw a left kick, because he thinks if I throw a left kick and the right straight is on its way, the right straight is going to be harder or faster than a left kick. He's going to get nailed. That's how you shut down that left kick, or moving to the left.
Yeah. And actually, speaking about Lyoto, who do you think has the best chances in the light heavyweight division to actually defeat him? A lot of people are saying, I know his next matchup indefinitely is Rampage Jackson. A lot of people already looking past him, saying that Rampage doesn't have a chance to defeat him. But who do you really think has a chance to find a chink in Lyoto's armor?
Man, you need a guy who pushes through in the attack. Quinton is a guy who pushes through, and he needs to close the distance. He needs to close the distance.
Yeah.
And once you get there, maybe he can do a power slam, but like what he's known for. But you know, like I said, it's hard because you come in, you go straight back, and then you got to shoot through. And he pedals also. Let me see. If he goes backwards, he moves out of an angle to the left.
Yeah.
So if you look at his fights and he's constantly doing that, well, you know what angle he's going to go. So if you go in straight and you be ready to shoot to the right at the end, you know, you might get him, you might lock him up.
Yeah.
But, you know, he will hear this interview probably also of his trainers, and they're going to say, you got to watch out for that, you got to change it up.
Definitely.